Hey, Lily, thank you so much for being open, vulnerable. I want to extend my gratitude to you for sharing this on the internet. In regards to situationships, I feel like there's so many different meanings behind what is a situationship. From what the context that you shared with me, not getting a date, right? Here's the best way to go about it. Men, we are built to be very direct and very straightforward. If you meet a guy who is not being straightforward, right to setting an intention with you to go on a date with you, and he's just like chatting a lot, one way that you could do to prevent the dilly dally and the beating around the bush and the lollygagging from a guy, you can actually center him and ground him by doing this. And that will allow you to see, is he in his ego while he's talking to you and he just wants to get some female attention? Or does he actually like you and does he want to move forward with you? The way that you can do this is by asking him, hey, I was wondering, we've been talking now for like the last month and I'm interested in going on a date with you, but I haven't heard anything from you. Are you on the same page as me? You might be thinking to yourself, well, Cam, I don't want to get rejected. I don't want to ask that question. And then he tells me like, no, I don't want to go on a date with you. But then you got to look at it from this perspective, right? Do you want to spend 9 months wasting your time hoping that the guy's going to ask you that question? Because there's also a possibility he wanted to go on a date with you, but he was so afraid of going forward. There was a girl that I met at EDC Las Vegas, which is a rave if you're not familiar with that. And she opened up to me about a situation where there's this guy that it's her boss, right? So she works for this guy, it's her boss. And he is very shy, he's very timid. She said I had to put all the efforts of getting him go on a date with me. And I told her this, I said, okay, listen, here's the thing. A lot of times, like guys in those kind of situations, it's a couple things. Either they're just afraid because you're like very beautiful, you're very attractive. So they might be like worried of losing you. And they feel like if they say the wrong thing, they're not going to want to move forward. You're not going to want to move forward. Or it could just be that he's genuinely like not interested in you. But let's go on the side that he's interested in you, but he doesn't want to ruin it, right? The best way to go about it is to be direct and just mention what I was telling you. Again, the solution is, hey, I noticed that we've been talking for some time now. Like, are you interested in moving things forward in an intimate way to go on a date? And if the guy just says no, or gives you, if it's not a precise yes or no, if it's like, oh, I'll think about it, like, any of that kind of objection, don't even like move forward with it at all, Lily. If he says, yes, I am, say, great, what would you like to do? How would you like to set up the date? Let him take charge on that. If that is something you believe in, like the man taking charge, go for it, right? If it's on the other side, where he says no, then you say, okay, well, I wish you all the best. And if you want to be intimate with him and go on a date with him, which is what you said, you just say, well, I wish you all the best. Hope you find someone that is right for you. And then you go find a guy who sets the intention of meeting you. In my own personal relationship with my girl, I literally so many times set intentions to let her know I want to be intimate with you. I want to go on a date with you. There was no funny business. There was no meddling around. There was no lollygagging, beating around the bush. We went straight to it. I told her, I want to be intimate with you. And she said, yeah, that sounds good. So I took the lead. I took charge. And she is extremely grateful to me about that. So I hope this video helps. Thanks again for your comment on this.